Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Today we are going to talk about labor that doesn't progress, also known as stalled labor. Understanding this condition can help you prepare for and manage it effectively. So let's explore what stalled labor is, its causes, and what can be done about it. But before proceeding further, if you are new to our channel, please don't forget to subscribe so that you can always keep following our videos on health and well-being. So here, let's start today's video. What is stalled labor? Stalled labor occurs when labor slows down or stops completely. This can happen at any stage of labor, but it's most common during the active phase when the cervix is dilated between 4 and 7 centimeters. What are the causes of stalled labor? Several factors can contribute to stalled labor, such as weak contractions, contractions that are not strong enough to dilate the cervix, and position of the baby. If the baby is in an awkward position, it can make it difficult for labor to progress. Or emotional factors. Stress, anxiety, or fear can interfere with the body's natural labor process. A pelvis that is too small or has an unusual shape can slow down labor. Or maternal fatigue. Exhaustion from prolonged labor can lead to a stall in progression. Now we will talk about the signs of stalled labor. Recognizing the signs of stalled labor is important. And the first is slow cervical dilation. Little to no progress in cervix dilation over several hours, or weak or irregular contractions. Contractions that are not frequent or strong enough, or long active phase. Labor that extends beyond the expected time frame for the active phase. Now we will talk about managing stalled labor. And the first way is stay calm and relaxed. Try to stay calm and relaxed. Stress and anxiety can slow down labor, so use relaxation techniques such as deep breathing, visualization, or listening to calming music. Or change positions. Changing positions can help labor progress. Walking, sitting on a birthing ball, or kneeling can encourage the baby to move into a better position and stimulate stronger contractions. Another way is hydration and nutrition. Stay hydrated and keep your energy levels up by drinking water and having light snacks. Dehydration and lack of energy can contribute to stalled labor. And what are pain relief options? Consider pain relief options like an epidural, which can help relax your muscles and possibly help labor progress. Discuss these options with your doctor. Now we will talk about the medical interventions if your labor doesn't progress. First is breaking the water. Your doctor might break your amniotic sac to help speed up labor. Another is oxytocin. This hormone can be administered to strengthen contractions or cesarean birth. In some cases, a C-section may be needed to safely deliver the baby. So it's important to communicate openly with your doctor. Let them know how you are feeling and any concerns you have. They are there to support you and ensure the best outcome for you and your baby. Labor that doesn't progress can be challenging, but with the right strategies and support, it can be managed effectively. Understanding the causes and knowing your options can help you navigate this situation with confidence. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. If you found this information helpful, please like, share and subscribe to our channel for more insights on pregnancy and childbirth. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated on our latest content. Wishing you a smooth and healthy labor. Bye bye.